Good morning. It is day 7, it's the 7th of December. I have work at 11 and I've kind of woken up a bit late. I need to hurry up and get going. I haven't finished editing day 6 yet. So that's gonna go up later because I just didn't wake up early enough. I fell asleep while editing it, and then I haven't woke up early enough to do any of it this morning, and I've got to go to work. But thankfully I'm only until 6, so I have all evening for myself to edit and move furniture out of my room and yeah, all of that. But it is, look at the weather. I didn't sleep very well either because it was really heavy wind, and there's like wires outside my room that make whirring noises, and most of the time I'm used to it, but the wind was really heavy last night and the rain, and it just kept on waking me up, which is probably why I woke up late. But like I said, I need to get going, so I don't have time to yabber on. But I wanted to start the video and I will see you later. I have got back from work. It was one of the worst shifts ever. I genuinely, oh my god, it was just so busy. Cocktail after cocktail, bottomless brunch, more cocktails, and it was just never ending. I was so happy that I was only on till 6, and I literally said to my manager, like, I'm sorry that you're here, but like, I'm so happy that I'm going home. But it is literally chucking it down with rain, like, and the wind at the moment is so bad. Like, the lights were flickering at times, and like walking back to my car, like, I genuinely thought I might get blown away at one point. But I'm home. I've just had a quick body shower because I'm gonna wash my hair properly tomorrow and do like a full proper shower tomorrow. But I needed to feel fresh. I felt sweaty, but my camera is flashing at me, so I'm gonna, you know, sort myself out, put some clothes on, dry myself off, and then I will be back with you for the rest of the evening. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing. We've ordered food. I've ordered not Chinese, I ordered an Indian, so that's going to come, and I've got to get my boyfriend from the train station at like 8:30, 9, and I also need to edit my old video. So again, I don't know how much content this video particularly is gonna have because I don't have that much to show of what I'm doing, but I'll show you what I can. But yeah, my camera's flashing at me, so I'm going to put you on charge and then we'll be back. My camera is still on charge, so I'm just recording on my phone, but I'm all washed and moisturised and feeling fresher. I'll feel fully fresh tomorrow when I wash my hair, but it's good enough for now. I mean, they washed it, the hairdressers, on Thursday. Today's Saturday. Might just put a bit of dry shampoo in it before I go to sleep. But yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs now. Food hasn't been delivered yet, but I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna take my laptop and I'm gonna start editing yesterday's video before my food arrives, because I'd like to get that done before Jack comes round.
I'm on it tonight. Giles. Strictly come back fitting, isn't it? I think you've got Wanderlust.
What do you think I've got?
Just a guessing now.
Yeah. Which flavour?
How would you pick it?
Loves. I've not seen that one before. Maybe that's the Loves one then. They're like
They're like Harry Rose.
It's Wanderlust.
Yeah.
middle of December. She said originally proposed on the Brooklyn Bridge.
Is he up there as well?
Yeah.
A struggle to have. And I know it's so good for you, so I like it. It's just the texture I'm not really a fan of. So fine, you know, we need moments of still in the morning. I'm gonna walk from my house to my uni. I really struggle sleeping, and sometimes if I don't, I'm glad that I had it back myself as I go, because sometimes in the morning I'll wake up early for dishes to do, and all the food's got hard, like the yogurt's got now, and it just take an extra 2 seconds. Like I wanna get it from work. So I'll take that for my lunch, and then gonna quickly gel my hair. But at one of my studios I have to, it's really hard to find anything. I'm gonna give myself 4 minutes. I'm bored in the morning. Like if I was smart, I would is in these cupboards. And I'm actually so sick. Oh. So
I mean, they could tell that she was dangerously underweight. She had been losing weight quite quickly. Your gravely ill daughter, and they say Jose shared this video that he had taken of all of his daughter's symptoms with his spirits and things attached to them.
Good evening. It's Sunday evening. I finished work at about 6:30. Went to the petrol station and I got really frustrated because basically my car, like my petrol tank, obviously like everyone's car has like a little door, but mine also has like a little, like the actual nozzle that goes like over the hole locks, and the little cover, and I was like locking it and it wasn't locking, so I was taking it out, putting it back in, turning the key, not locking, and I swear I was stood at the petrol station for about 10 minutes trying to do it. I was on the verge of tears because I was getting so frustrated, so I've had to very, very carefully drive home. Thankfully I wasn't at a petrol station far away, and it's still not locked. Like I'm giving up. I'm gonna try again tomorrow. But I've come home and now I'm just making myself some dinner. I'm having a fish burger with broccoli and corn on the cob, and I'm just watching an Ellen and Neil video. And then once I've done all that, we've got to carry on with the bedroom, taking everything out my room. I don't think I mentioned, it kind of explained what was happening earlier on in the video. Basically my room is getting painted tomorrow. Been waiting for it to be painted for a while, so I've just been moving all of my furniture out of my room, and obviously my boyfriend helped me this morning, but I have like my posters that I need to take off the wall, and like I brought my books downstairs and put them on the bookshelf that we have down here. But yeah, I just need to like take all my posters and stuff off the wall before I can 100% relax. I think, I don't know yet because I haven't edited it, but I think I'm gonna have to include, I'm gonna include yesterday's vlog, so Saturday's vlog, in today's vlog, in Sunday's vlog, because I work on a weekend and I just didn't get enough clips yesterday to make its own video, and I thought that maybe I'll do that going ahead, so I'll post daily from Monday to Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday will be a video together because I work those days, and it just makes the most sense, I think, going ahead. I mean, obviously if I get enough content to make separate videos then I will, but I think in my head I think that's the best way to do it. Yeah, I'm just making my dinner, and then I'm gonna do my room, and then hopefully that doesn't take too long because I want to edit this video, and then we'll get back to sorting out my room.
During an interview, she had success.
It's time to remove all my posters from my wall. I'm currently eating a rhubarb sweet, so I need to take all of these off the wall, obviously ready for tomorrow. So let's get going. Doing that, but oh my god, my room feels so empty now. It's like echoey. All my posters that are normally on, like all up here, are gone. My drawers like away from the wall. I can't take those drawers out of the room. They're too heavy, they're too big, too many clothes in them. I'd be making an absolute mess, so I've just pulled them away from the wall. I just need to like vacuum behind, and I obviously need to take like my mattress and stuff down tomorrow. He's gonna be here at like 7:30 in the morning, so I need to get up early, but I got into bed. Steph's just informed me that you can see on Spotify, you can see your top 20 artists. I've just gone through and like figured out all of my top artists, which was quite hard because I have basically just had Taylor Swift on repeat this entire year. So I kind of knew that she would be my top artist, and I kind of knew that Zach Bryan would be my second highest as well. But the rest of them, I mean, I kind of knew like 1 or 2 would be in my top 5. I didn't really know like the order, but I'm gonna share with you now my top 20 is, and I'm gonna explain some of them because some of them I don't understand, and well, I do understand, but some of them are just like not the best representation of what I actually listen to. I'm trying to put them in order right now. I'm trying to like screenshot them so that they're in order. You have to like go onto the artists on Spotify, click to share them, and if it just comes up with like a normal share page, then they're not in your top 20. If they are in your top 20, it comes up like this, like it says my top artist number 1 Taylor Swift. Number 1, as we are fully aware, was Taylor Swift. I'm gonna drink my tea, it's gonna go cold. Fully aware, I'm whispering as well because it's 10 to midnight, so we are fully aware that Taylor Swift is number 1. Okay, we weren't surprised by that. We also weren't surprised that Zach Bryan was number 2. He's been on repeat. Now, I was surprised that Renee Rapp was number 3. I'm not surprised that she's in my top 20, don't get me wrong, but number 3, I'm not complaining, but I was surprised. Miss Sabrina Weenie, as me and my sister call her, Miss Sabrina Carpenter, was number 4. I'm not really surprised, that one kind of made sense. And then Harry Styles was number 5, and again, definitely not mad at that. I just didn't think I'd listened to Harry Styles that much this year, but clearly I had. He was in my top 5. That's what we already knew, and this is what I've just figured out. Number 6, Miss Olivia Rodrigo, which I'm not really surprised by because when I looked at my top 5, I did think she was a potential, and when my sister was guessing who my top 5 was, she said Olivia Rodrigo, so Olivia Rodrigo being number 6 is not really a shock. Then Chapel Roan is number 7. Currently, it's all making a lot of sense. We love a little bit of Chapel. Number 7 makes a lot of sense. Then number 8 was AC/DC, who I was actually expecting to be in my top 5, but they weren't. But I saw AC/DC this year. I mean, AC/DC have been in my top 5 for the last few years. I think I've been in a little bit more of a pop girly era this year, so I think that's why some of the pop girlies took over. But AC/DC is probably one of my favourite all-time bands. I got to see them live this year. I have a video of me going to see them. I loved every minute of it. Yeah, they're probably one of my all-time favourite bands. Can't go wrong. And then in the same vein, another band that I love is The Pretty Reckless, which was number 9, which is a band I've loved since I was literally like 13 years of age. I love them, and they actually opened for AC/DC, which was even more reason. I mean, actually, I'd already got my tickets for AC/DC when I found out they were opening for them, and it was like my 13-year-old self's dream come true, because I was gonna go. They did their own tour last year, and I was gonna go and see them, but I didn't know anyone who listened to them, and I didn't really feel comfortable going to a rock concert on my own, so I didn't go. So I got to see them with AC/DC. Then number 10, who I am surprised by, not that she's in my top 20, I understand why she's in my top 20, but I didn't expect her to necessarily be number 10. Kind of thought she'd be a little bit lower down than this. I didn't realise how much I've been listening to her, but it does make sense, to be honest. Is Miss Nessa Barrett. Oh my god, it's gone off. Miss Nessa Barrett was my number 10, at halfway there. Number 11 was Foo Fighters, which I'm not surprised by because, again, love Foo Fighters. I also saw them this year, but the fact that Nessa Barrett is above Foo Fighters, I am like, wow, really? But clearly I've just been loving her music. I mean, her music's great. I'm just surprised that, especially seeing as I have actually seen Foo Fighters this year, I'm surprised that she's above them. Then number 12, we have Mr. Paolo Nutini, who I didn't expect to be high, but I did expect him to be on my 20. He's one of my all-time favourite musicians, all-time favourite artists. I don't think he gets enough credit. I don't think he has enough of, like, he should be a lot more well known than he is, in my opinion. And he makes a lot of amazing music, and the fact that he's number 12 makes me really happy. Then number 13, now this is where it starts to get a little bit rogue more towards the end. Now, not that he's a rogue artist to have in your top 20, but for me it's a bit rogue. So my number 13, if it'll focus, is Niall Horan. And the reason I say it's rogue is because I do not listen to this man's music. Now, he does good music, don't get me wrong, and I'm sure if I genuinely sat down and was like, I'm gonna listen to this album, I'm sure I'd love it, but I don't actually really listen to him. I do nails, as you are probably aware, and when I put music on, I always have music on in the background when I do nails. I like to have music that no one's really gonna be like, oh my god, turn this shit off. So if I don't put AC/DC on, I don't put anything, I try to go for more mellow music. So I normally put Taylor Swift on, or I put, well, Taylor Swift just because she got so much music. I put a lot of Zach Bryan on when I do nails. I put Harry Styles on for people who I know like Harry Styles, and I put Niall Horan on sometimes for my one friend whose nails I'm actually doing tomorrow. And I mean, I don't know if she watches my videos or not, but if she's watching this video, she knows who she is. I put Niall Horan on for one friend in particular when I do her nails. And I think the reason he's picked up so much is because she's one of those people that, because we're friends, when I do her nails, she's here for hours because we just chat and chat and chat. And I think that is how he's snuck into my, as number 13. I'm not mad about it. It's not really a good representation of what I actually listen to. Number 14 is Mac Miller. I actually really like Mac Miller. Obviously he's no longer with us, so can't really listen to any new music. I actually really like a lot of the messaging in a lot of his songs. Don't listen to him constantly, but every now and again I love a little bit of Mac Miller, especially the Circles album. That's kind of what I predominantly listen to in terms of Mac Miller. Then number 15, I knew that this would be on here in some form, but I wasn't sure how. So I wasn't sure if it would come up as, if I say these names, you'll probably know, you should know who I mean. I wasn't sure if it was going to come up as Idina Menzel, or if it was going to come up as Christina Chenoweth, I think that's how you pronounce her last name, or Ariana Grande, or Cynthia Erivo. I looked at all those names first and I was thinking, it's not coming up. And I thought, oh, who made all of the music? Who made all of those songs? My number 15 artist is Stephen Schwartz, which, if you don't know who Stephen Schwartz is, composer and lyricist basically. He's an American composer and lyricist who composed and wrote, I'm pretty sure all, if not all, the majority of the songs from Wicked. I have listened to the original Broadway soundtrack on repeat over and over and over and over and over again, and I thought that they might have like a Wicked, because I know that I listened to some music from like the Hadestown, and they, like, there's a Hadestown Broadway out like artist, like original artist, but the Wicked one didn't come up as an artist, it was just like albums. I was like, wait a minute, let me try Stephen Schwartz. So yes, Mr. Stephen Schwartz is my number 15. Number 16 is Miss Miley Cyrus. We love a bit of Miley Cyrus. 17 is Noah Khan, which I also need to preface, because if you saw my last video where I'm talking about getting tickets for BST Hyde Park for Noah Khan with my sister, I say it's not that I don't like Noah Khan, I just not really listening to his music, and that is correct. I was like, it's not that I don't like Noah Khan, I just not really listen to his music, but any of the music I have listened to I really like. Yeah, and it fucking shows, because when I say Noah Khan is my number 17 artist, by Stick Seasons alone, it's the only song I have on my playlist. That's the only song I have on my playlist, but he is also someone that I have played to do nails, but only more recently. The fact that he's number 17 is insane, and that just shows me that I need to listen to more of his music, and that I should see him next year at BST. And in the same vein, number 18, my top artist, is Olivia Dean. That again is from one song alone called Dive. I love that song and I've listened to it clearly so many times. I've rinsed that song, and the reason I've not listened to more is because me and my sister were thinking of doing like a reaction, almost from like a reaction video to her album, because my sister loves it and I've never listened to it all, but I've listened to Dive on repeat. So it's not that I don't want to listen to more of her music, it's just the fact that like we were thinking of doing this like reaction video, so I haven't. So she's number 18, Dive alone, which is in itself is insane. Then we get to number 19, One Direction, which again is a contribution of me listening to One Direction myself, and also me putting One Direction on while I do nails. Then 20 is Hosier, which is from probably 2 songs, Take Me to Church and Too Sweet. Again, he's someone that any music of this I've listened to I love. I've just for some reason never listened to more. That's my top 20 artists. So yeah, I didn't know that that was a thing, but I think my sister saw it on TikTok, so other people have probably seen it as well. I like seeing my top 20, but I think I'm just gonna get cozy now and get into bed. And I bought a Kit Kat chunky peanut butter. I think I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos, eat this, and go to sleep. Gotta be up at like 7 for the painter, and I haven't got nails until 10, so I think I'm gonna edit this video in the morning and go to bed now. So good night, see you tomorrow.